Hello everybody, this is Lil Neenja, and welcome back to another episode of Ninja's Empire, where, as you can see, in between episodes, I have been pretty busy putting in just a ton of sand. You can see how long this takes by how fast the sun is moving, and yeah, I placed sand like this for a while, up to the height of, the final height, and then I started placing some more in, manually running across and placing it in, and it was just taking way too long. So in the end, I decided to make a sort of contraption to help me a little bit, with pistons, where you just place a block in and the piston pushes it out of the way, and you place the next block in, and eventually I upgraded it with a dispenser, so that every time I place a block, the dispenser would fire and give me a new one, so that I could AFK. And so each chunk took about 20 minutes to do. Just placing the sand, AFK, 20 minutes, and I stopped the daylight cycle, partly because I wanted to AFK the whole 20 minutes, and partly for the time lapse. So as you can see, I'm just standing there with right click pressed, and the entire chunk, 12 by 12 blocks, gets placed in for me. And then once I reach the end of the chunk, I just remove the pistons, fill in the gaps manually, and move to the next chunk. Okay, so I hope you enjoy those time lapses. They were the result of about 10 hours worth of work, placing in these 80,000, well, close to 80,000 sand. So now we're just going to go ahead and drop them all into the ocean. And we only get one shot at this, so hopefully nothing goes wrong and I don't crash and burn up my computer. It's already experiencing some pretty severe frame rate issues, and I'm not sure what it is, if it's the signs or what, but yeah, here goes nothing. We get one chance at this. Oh, frame rate. I have 1 frame per second. This is not healthy. There we go. It's actually not too bad. Nope, never mind. It's bad. It's bad. Okay, so I can only drop about 4 slices at a time, I think, without completely destroying my frames. Oh, this is new. Go away. Leave me be. All I want to do is destroy your home. Can a fella not destroy a home in peace? Come on now. Come on. Oh, come on. I'm gonna suffocate in the ocean monument. I better get out of here. My health is low. No, don't kill me. This is not a good situation. Okay, let's just do this. Ooh, ow. Put up some bars here so that we can dodge behind them. There we go. Let's try and get the rest of these knocked out before we die. That would not be good. Get halfway through and die and lose all our stuff and spoil the end reveal. So it looks like it's coming together now. Kind of have to wait on the slices to fall so that my frames don't completely die. There we go. Yeah, I'm getting about a consistent 3 frames per second here, so this is exciting. I should probably have a bigger computer if I'm going to do projects of this size. I think, whoa, oh, I have fallen. Wow, frame rate issues. Just do that, stand back, and there we go. Wow, that is quite the sight. There's the shape of the entire ocean monument just up in the air, and now I have 3,600 signs floating around here that are bobbing up through the sand. So I'm going to run around and collect all the stuff that's come up through, all the shards as well from the suffocated guardians, and then I'll get right back with you once I've cleaned all this up. Oh yeah, that is totally worth it. That looks so cool. Just the entire Guardian, the Guardian Temple, Ocean Monument, that's the word, raised up 22 blocks, the exact shape of it. That is awesome. I did record the last clip in replay as well, to do like a third-person view, but unfortunately with the frame rate issues, it was just, it didn't really render right. So unfortunately that was a bust. But still, I mean, this thing is awesome. So yeah, now the plan is I want to rebuild the monument up here, obviously, except instead of prismarine, I'm going to do something a little different. I spent another about 3 hours collecting collecting resources in between episodes, I went the entire way to the mesa to do so. I got a bunch of red sandstone. Orange terracotta, though, is the main resource that we're going to look at here. So I've got 5 shulker boxes of sandstone and all this glowstone and the orange terracotta. Now, we're going to rebuild the ocean monument, but we're going to swap out the blocks. So we're going to use the block palette for a desert temple. So the dark prismarine is going to be the orange terracotta. The prismarine bricks are going to be smooth sandstone, and the prismarine itself is going to be like regular sandstone, and then all the sea lanterns will be glowstone. And I'll also be putting a lot of extra glowstone into the build to light the entire place up and make it spawn proof, which we're going to have to do because, yeah, this place is the only place around here that mobs are able to spawn right now, and unless there are caves under the ocean. So yeah, it's going to be pretty deadly at night. The way I combated that while I was building the cube was to sleep early enough. Like as soon as I could sleep, I would go sleep so that it would never got dark enough for mobs to spawn. So let's see, what level do we want to put this at? Okay, so this row here drops off the edge of the monument. So this is the actual edge of the monument, right? So if we do the floor level, I think I want the floor level to be at sea level, which means that, so like the floor blocks would go here, right? And then the walls would be on top of that. So if we do the walls like on top of this sand, we don't actually have to remove the sand. So instead of doing this and replacing all the sand, like that with our new blocks, we can simply put the new blocks on top of the sand, which will make it pretty fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and break out all these shulker boxes and get to lighting this place up and replacing or building a new ocean monument. Well, I guess it would be an ocean temple or a desert monument. Which one is it? Well, you know what I mean. One of those. So like an in-between sort of thing. Remember how I said that the file wouldn't render because of frame rate issues? Yeah, well, I was kind of determined to get a 3D or a third-person perspective, so I actually went ahead and rolled back my world to a previous backup and re-dropped the sand, except this time without recording with fraps, so that frame rate was a little better. I also slowed down the droppage, so like I cut the wood bar down slower, and yeah, and then I slowed down the replay as well so that it rendered at like half the speed, half the actual speed, and then in post I sped it back up again. So I hope you enjoyed that. Now back to building. And by the way, if you're wondering where I got all that sandstone, it was from the mining desert. So here's the before and here's the after. Okay, so it's coming right along. This has actually been by far the fastest thing in this entire project to do. Most of the glowstone is in place, and I still need to put some in strategic places. Like for instance, I'm going to have to put some in the wall somewhere here, because probably just spaced out maybe in this row every so often, because down here on this level there's a lot of spawnable spaces. So I'm going to have to add in extra glowstone where there wouldn't have been sea lanterns or like knobs like this. And so yeah, most of the smooth sandstone is in. There's still some that I need to do like this. So this goes right here like this, smooth sandstone, like so, and then there's a pillar there, and then the glowstone goes in that block right there, just like that. So I've got to do some of these arches. There's arches around the back as well, and then the thing up there on top. But I wanted to show you something here. So this area here is regular prismarine on the real ocean monument. So we would put like rough sandstone in that space. However, rough sandstone and smooth sandstone look exactly the same. So let's see here. I have some. Here we go. So there's the smooth sandstone and the rough sandstone, and they look exactly the same on top. You can't tell the difference. However, if you make a stair and flip it upside down, place it like this, then you get that texture. So that's what we're going to have to do in all the places where you see the rough sandstone, but only from the top. The other place that the rough sandstone goes is, well, like obviously right here, and then in that wall mainly, and there's also a wall in the back. But that obviously you see the side, so that's not an issue, just right here in these edges. And I'm trying to figure out how to make it look good, so like we'll probably be able to see this from the bottom. I kind of want the benefits of the glowstone lighting. I think we can do a ring around each. No, that didn't place right. If we can do a ring around each piece of glowstone, like, let's see. Actually, we may have to take down this glowstone to do it, or we can just, there we go. If I stand up here, this works. I can get the right angle. And let's just dig down here and see how that looks from underneath. Yeah, perfect. Yep, that's what I wanted. So I want to try to get, actually, nope, not perfect. What if I do this? Will that turn? No, it doesn't. Oops. Now I'm messing everything up. There we go, just like that. So I'm going to try to get it to form a ring like this around each piece of glowstone. I may have to go back afterwards and come in from underneath and like replace some of them. But yeah, I think it shouldn't be too hard to get them to all place like that. So yep, I've just got to place in the rest of those stairs and a bit more glowstone here and there, and then I can take down the wall that goes around the outside here. And so this wall is going to be replaced with glass. I'm going to take it out at this level, and then glass is going to go in here all the way up to here. So that way when we're swimming in the ocean, we'll be able to get out onto the monument. Because if it was that high there, you couldn't actually. So yeah, there's going to be a ledge here where you'll be able to jump up and then get onto the monument itself. So yeah, let me place in the rest of those blocks and see how it looks. Okay, so the monument is almost done. Everything's replaced. I still need to work out how to work in some more lighting so that there's no spawnable spaces on the monument. But this has been just an incredibly time-intensive episode. Like 23 hours, something like that, went into this, and oh, that looks cool. But yeah, so I'm quite out of time for today. So yeah, all the other little bits and pieces and miscellaneous stuff is gonna have to wait till the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.